Government agencies are often faced with balancing an increasing demand for public facilities and services with limited fiscal resources. However, public entities have the ability to seek private sector investment under a public-private partnership, or PPP arrangement. In exercising this option, the government should consider the possible payment mechanisms or ways that the private sector can earn revenue to make a project attractive for investors. Some projects can generate revenues through user fees, where costs are imposed for access to a good or service. Take, for example, a toll road in Mountaineer, where revenues are collected from the use of the roadway. To develop the toll road, the government of Mountaineer might enlist private sector expertise and capabilities through a PPP arrangement, through which the government would grant a private sector developer the right to construct and operate the project and collect fees for use of the roadway. A PPP arrangement would be employed when the private delivery provides better value in terms of cost efficiencies and better service than a public delivery option. If user fees are enough to pay for the project, the government of Mountaineer may allocate the revenue risk to the private sector, who will pay for the project without the government's support. This is called a revenue risk delivery model. The government of Mountaineer may also elect to take the revenue risk by collecting the user fees and making payments to the private sector partner through a payment mechanism called availability payments. Under this model, the government commits to making payments to the private sector, regardless of whether it can collect enough revenue from user fees to make the full payment. This payment mechanism could also be deployed where the government elects to keep the user fees low or affordable to the public and subsidizes the payments in meeting its obligation under availability payment mechanisms. Let's look at another example. The government of Mountaineer is engaging the private sector to build and operate a public hospital. Under the availability payment mechanism, payments from the government to the private operator may be conditioned on meeting the performance requirements for the hospital as specified in the PPP arrangement. The government of Mountaineer may also elect to provide incentives for enhanced performance and institute a rewards mechanism to ensure the hospital operates at an acceptable standard. If the operator fails to meet such availability requirements, the government of Mountaineer may make deductions from the availability payments according to schemes as prescribed in the PPP arrangement. Public entities have options for the development and delivery of public projects. Understanding the possible payment mechanisms associated with a project can help a government initiate private sector involvement and deliver public assets or services. Learn more at our PPP website, www.cldp.doc.gov/PPP.